Lewis Hamilton has faced many challenges during his career, but the last few races have brought a very different kind of challenge. It is not just about a bad car or bad luck. This time, it is about doubt. Doubt that has been growing louder, fueled by people inside and outside the paddock. After a very tough start to the season with Ferrari, the rumors about Hamilton's future exploded. Instead of patience, many people rushed to judge him, and one of the loudest voices was Ralf Schumacher, who decided to openly suggest that Hamilton should think about retirement. That comment quickly made its way into headlines, debates, and social media, where many critics acted as if Hamilton's story was already over. But Lewis Hamilton did not stay quiet. He calmly but firmly responded, reminding everyone that he is not going anywhere, and showing once again that true champions do not quit when things get tough. It is interesting how quickly people in Formula One can change their minds. One moment, a driver is a hero, and the next moment, after a few bad races, people act as if he is finished. That is exactly what happened when Ralf Schumacher made his comments. Schumacher bluntly said that Hamilton did not seem able to motivate himself anymore, and suggested that maybe retirement was the right option. It was a heavy comment, especially because Schumacher knows very well how difficult Formula One is, and he has seen Hamilton dominate the sport for more than a decade. But what made it even worse was how easily the media picked up the story. They ran with it, spinning the idea into articles, discussions, and endless debates. It became a classic situation. When a legend stumbles, everyone rushes to predict his fall. Hamilton, however, has seen this all before. In 2011, when he struggled at McLaren against Jenson Button, people said he was finished. In 2016, after losing the title to Nico Rosberg, people again questioned his motivation. Even after he won his 7th world title in 2020, there were whispers that he should retire while on top. Every time Hamilton stayed quiet, did the hard work, and came back stronger. This moment, as difficult as it looks now, is not new to him. It only feels louder because he is now wearing the Ferrari red. Driving for Ferrari is not just about racing fast, it is about carrying the weight of history, expectations, and endless scrutiny from fans, media, and everyone else who loves the team. The truth is, people are always the loudest when they think you are vulnerable. It is easy to support a champion when he is winning every race, but it takes real belief to support him when he is fighting for 6th place or struggling with a car that simply will not cooperate. Ralf Schumacher's comments show a bigger truth about how we view sports. People love heroes, but many are obsessed with seeing their downfall. Some critics seem desperate to be the first ones to say, "I knew it was over." But Hamilton's career has never been about proving doubters right. His career is built on proving them wrong. There is also something ironic about Ralf Schumacher giving career advice to Lewis Hamilton. As good as Ralf was in his career, he never came close to achieving what Hamilton has achieved. Hamilton has 7 world championships, over 100 wins, and nearly 100 pole positions. Ralf Schumacher never came close to that level. It is easy to offer advice from the sidelines when you are not the one in the arena. It is easy to forget how brutal Formula One is, how much work it takes to stay competitive, let alone dominate. Hamilton's response to the retirement talk was not filled with anger or drama. He simply reminded the world that he is not finished. He is rebuilding, adapting, and working through the difficulties. And if history tells us anything, it is that betting against Hamilton when he is down has always been a bad idea. People seem to have forgotten who Lewis Hamilton is. 7 world titles, 99 poles, the most wins in history. These are not numbers that happen by accident, and they do not disappear because of a few tough weekends. Form may be temporary, but class is permanent. Hamilton's career is living, proof of that. It is very easy to sit outside and criticize a driver based on qualifying times or race results, without understanding everything that goes on behind the scenes. Formula One is not an individual sport. It is a team sport where even the greatest drivers depend on the machine they are given. When Hamilton had the right tools at Mercedes, he was nearly unbeatable. Now at Ferrari, he is working with a team that is still finding its way. It is a new project, a huge challenge, and it demands patience, understanding, and relentless work. Those 7 titles did not come because Hamilton only knew how to win in easy conditions. They came because he knew how to suffer through the hard times, how to keep believing when everything seemed lost, and how to build a championship team piece by piece. People also forget that every great champion had seasons of struggle. Michael Schumacher spent years rebuilding Ferrari before the titles came. Ayrton Senna had seasons where the car could not match his talent. No one demanded their retirement after a few disappointing races. Yet with Hamilton, the standards seem impossibly high, as if perfection is the only thing that people will accept. That shows how great Hamilton truly is. When you dominate for so long, people do not know how to deal with your humanity. They are so used to seeing you win that they think any mistake or struggle means you are finished. But the truth is, Hamilton's legacy is not defined by easy wins. It is defined by moments like these, when the car is difficult, the results are not coming, and the critics are louder than ever. Champions are made in the shadows, not just under the bright lights of victory. Switching teams in Formula One is never easy, but switching to Ferrari is a completely different challenge. Ferrari is not just another team. It is a symbol, a pressure cooker where every move is judged, every mistake is a headline. Hamilton knew this when he signed with Ferrari. He did not choose the easy road. He chose the hardest road because that is where true greatness is found. Learning a new car is one thing, but building trust with a new engineer, adapting to a new way of working, adjusting to a new simulator, and learning a completely different strategy system. These are things that take time. Ferrari's car philosophy is also very different from what Hamilton knew at Mercedes. The way the car reacts, the way it needs to be driven, the kind of feedback it needs. It is a whole new world. And there is the emotional side too. Ferrari has been chasing a championship for so long that the pressure is enormous. Every mistake feels bigger. Every missed opportunity feels heavier. Hamilton knew all of this. He chose Ferrari not because it would be easy, but because he wanted to take on the greatest challenge in racing. Already there are small signs of progress. A slightly better balance here, a better tire management stint there. It is not enough yet to silence the critics, but it shows that the foundation is being built. Hamilton knows better than anyone that greatness at Ferrari is not given. It is earned, slowly, painfully, and with a lot of persistence. This is the storm before the calm, the hard work before the big breakthrough. And when Hamilton and Ferrari finally get it right, and history suggests they will, the struggles of today will be seen as just a necessary step toward future glory. Behind every race win and every title is a truth about Hamilton that many people do not see. No one outworks him. Talent put him on the grid, but work ethic kept him at the top. Even now, with everything he has achieved, Hamilton is still the one who stays longest at the debriefs. He is the one who digs through the data late into the night. He is the one who keeps pushing for every tiny gain. That hunger does not disappear just because the results are not coming easily. Hamilton's commitment is also seen in how he prepares his body. Even at an age where most drivers are thinking about retirement, Hamilton maintains peak physical fitness. He sharpens his mental game with meditation, visualization, and mindfulness. He collaborates with his engineers, offering not just criticism but real solutions. He refuses to accept mediocrity, no matter the circumstances. Even after 7 world titles, he still acts like the young kid who showed up at McLaren in 2007, with everything to prove. At Ferrari, that spirit burns even brighter. Hamilton knows the noise is loud. He knows the headlines are critical, but he is not wasting time trying to convince anyone with words. He is doing the work, trusting that the results will come. That is what separates champions from legends. It is easy to work hard when you are winning. It is much harder to work, even harder when you are losing. Hamilton's story right now is not about fading away. It is about laying the foundation for his next great comeback. Inside Ferrari, away from the noise and impatience, one thing is very clear. Fred Vasseur believes in Lewis Hamilton. From the beginning, Vasseur made it clear that signing Hamilton was about more than just headlines. It was about building something real, something lasting. Vasseur knows what many people seem to forget.